Let's play darts. Look at those. You know what? It's only a 76, but it's not bad that. That's lovely darts. Look how grouped together they are. This is training. It's not about scores, etc. Lovely start to the day. And it's a big day. If you're seeing this shirt, it's a big day because this is the SamsonDoesDarts official shirt sent in by an avid viewer, which was much appreciated. Look at the back here. Absolutely terrific. So this means it's a serious session. If you see the orange of this tee, expect some big things. And today is the announcement of my average for the month of July. Welcome to August, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Augustus, named after Augustus Gloop. Not many people know that. So today I'm going to be talking about my average. That'll be the main announcement. In fact, that's the only announcement. I don't really announce much, do I really? I played well in July, I felt. So really what we've done is we started sort of back end of March, April. That was learning. It was just a learning experience really. Like a little kitten that had been born, trying to find its way in the world. That was April into May. I started getting okay at this. My average is actually fairly similar to what it was in the whole of May. And you may be thinking, oh wow, he hasn't improved. You might not be too wrong. Down to 19s. God, I mean, I've come in cold, by the way. I haven't thrown any darts today until I threw these ones. So not bad so far. But let's get back to the matter in hand, which is the average. Then we entered June. And June, I got some coaching done. I got told where I'm going wrong. I basically got told everything I'm doing is wrong. And I spent the month, I guess, deliberating over what I needed to do to progress, and it was hard, mentally tough. We'll do some more 19s. And it was a tough month, really. And then I decided to concentrate on just certain parts of my game, and that's flooded into July. And during July, I guess I started enjoying my darts again. I was getting better and better as the month went on. And I guess I finished the month strong. And I think August is about cementing that. And now I want to actually push on a little bit. But yeah, right. So let's do 18s. So let's get to the important bit. It's not that important, by the way. I really need to make this clear. It's important for this channel because it's a bit of fun. And announcing your average is something slightly different to what I'm normally doing, which is just throwing arrows. So we're mixing up a bit. So obviously I'm making a big thing of it, but your average is just an indicator. You can be a fantastic darts player, but if you can't hit doubles, you can have great averages and then keep losing matches. So it's only, or you can have many bad legs and some good legs, and it's just an indicator. So what I'm trying to say is don't be too hung up on my average, your average, or anything like that. You know whether or not your darts are getting better. And if you've been turning up, throwing arrows, you've done your bit. You've done your bit. 17s I'm on. Oh, lovely. So, right, just so you know, my average for the month for checkouts was 15.86. So just under 16%. Really happy with that. I think when I started it was around about 10. I've noticed, I mean, you see these videos, most of my videos are on doubles, and I've got better at it. I'm going to be a little bit more confident and be honest, I have improved on that. My scoring is where I let myself down. So my average, hold on, for the month of July, was 43.3, I think, something 0.37 maybe, which was similar to my May average. So I dropped down in June, and then we've gone back up in July. I'm happy with that. 43.3, yeah, I'm pleased with that. Let's crack on. Let's see if we can push the mid-40s now. It's time to get better at this game. Okay, I've spent a lot of time deliberating about technical issues. I feel like I'm ironing out the inconsistencies, and we're going to get better. We'll get better together. And a lot of you on the comments, Bull, by the way, I love the hearing from you in the comments about how you're getting on, levels. We've had players who are 70, 80 averages. We've had people who've just started, with people in the 30s. Somebody even had an average of in the late 20s the other day. So everyone's got to start somewhere. I started in the 30s. You've all got to start somewhere. Pick up the arrows, keep throwing, keep me updated. I think having this and to be held accountable is the most important thing, is to throw arrows. You can get all the advice you want from every single channel you've ever seen or from anybody who's ever played darts. Unless you're actually picking this tungsten up or brass and not throwing them is the key. So you've got to get the hours in. Right, let's think. Right, now we're going to do last bit of the warm-up. So we're going to see if we get some grouping. So I'm going to throw a bull, and I'm going to try and hit that first dart. Ooh. So I want to see a nice grouping there. And then we're going to do around the clock on doubles. I think because that's what I've always done, really, more or less. We do other training in other videos, scoring and trebles and singles and what have you, other checkout games. The doubles is the meat and drink, I believe. The meat and drink of my darts training. Port. So once I do 2 or 3 groups of darts together, I feel necessarily warm to begin. That's better, so I'll give that 1. The last video I did doubles. I'd hit a double, and then I'd have to hit a score, 80 plus. And if I hit 80 plus, I get to do another double. And then I have to get that double, and once I get the double, I go back to scoring, I go to 80 plus. It's the first video I'd watched in a long time, properly, and watched my throwing and nothing but my throwing. If you look back at that video, the consistency of my follow through, first of all, if I follow through, my accuracy is much better. It's a fact. I can't just keep umming and ahhing, because I had ummed and ahed about the follow through business. But if you look at that video where you compare me throwing at doubles and me throwing at scores, because my scores are nowhere near as good as my doubles. And I thought this video was, even though I just came up with it on the day, really helped me personally, because my doubles are better than my scores. And if you watch my scores and my doubles from last video, when I'm throwing on doubles, following through far more consistently, and scores are far more snatchy. So it really made me realise I've got to follow through, and that's what I concentrate on scores and everything. Right, if we do another one that's fairly grouped like that, we'll get going, because people got lives to live. That's not too bad. The first one clipped that one, but let's get going. Let's do it. Let's go 1 round. Let's see how we get on in about 10-12 minutes. Ooh la la. So the darts, a little break we've had, haven't we, on the old arrows. We've seen this week the Real Players Championship games with Luke Littler sort of picked up another victory. But I thought the headline news. There it is. There we go. Nice start. 1 and 2. Gary Anderson. I mean, one hell of an average he had in that game was 124 or something. Goodness me. I mean, the standard of the players are unbelievable. Look, Gary Anderson really lasts. Are we seeing a revival? Oh, snatchy. Yeah, are we seeing a revival? I don't know. Adrian Lewis returning next year. I saw that. Is that true? He's making a comeback? Oh la la. I'm not surprised. It's in. Luke Littler effect. People, you saw some players complaining about this. Luke Littler getting all the attention. You know, poor me. Oh, you know, we've been around the block a while. A couple of players did that. You've got to look at the big picture here. What's the expression? All ships rise with rising seas, or something like that. That's definitely not it. But the amount of money that's coming into the sport because of Luke Littler, the more eyes on it. Look, there's more people playing darts this year. I've started playing darts this year. Loads of you have started playing darts this year. Loads of new fans to the sport. It's great news. The players will be earning much more money. The sponsorship will be rising up. It's you know, people might complain about the Luke Littler effect, but you're going to see more events. You'll see larger arenas, more options to attend, hopefully. Unfortunately, I saw the World Championship with tickets was a problem, especially for members. Very disappointing. You know, it's not all going to be good. It sounds like they need to sort that out. And that's a problem. I've got the same problem with football, loving my football. And you see big companies like Ticketmaster and these resellers. Those touts you used to see outside football grounds selling the tickets for double bubble or whatever. And you thought, wow, if only, you know, the club is selling these tickets to the touts. They're selling the tickets to the touts, but the difference is these touts are in suits and they work for companies like Ticketmaster. And they're filling each other's pockets up, and who's paying for it? You. Don't forget it, boys and girls. But what number are we on here? I've hit 1, 2, and 3. I'm on 4. But I was trying to hit 18 a minute ago, so I don't know what I'm up to. That's the other problem. If you're new to the channel, I normally don't know what I'm doing. Is that in? Oh, no, not quite. If you're new to the channel, you normally forget what I'm up to. But we're on 4. Little detour to 18, but we're back on 4 now. Love that. Look at that. If you want to look at that follow through there. More consistent with that. Not bad. My darts aren't all over the place today. If they're scattered around, that's where I start to panic, really. Things go awry. Are you enjoying the Olympics? I see a lot about people saying, oh, should the darts be in the Olympics? Well, let me put it this way. There's a hell of a lot worse sports than darts that are in the Olympics. I mean, some of them are absolute nonsense, if you ask me. You don't want to be in the Olympics. The Olympics is a scam, and it is a scam. The athletes get paid nothing. Olympians, do you know how much money is going around the Olympics? The broadcasters are bidding for contracts and so much money because 1 billion people watch it. The adverts that people pay for. Obviously, we've got the BBC here. What are we on here? What am I on here? 5. The Olympians, the athletes themselves get nothing. Absolutely bugger all. It's awful. So you don't want to. It's just, you know. Plus, I think the Olympics should be more about sports that don't get as recognition. So when I saw the ceremony, and like you saw the NBA players for America, like cheering. It shouldn't really be about them. It should be about sort of the track and field guys, the people you don't hear about for 4 years or ever. And it's their sort of time to shine. And then you get these people who are already in sports that get a lot of airtime. I don't really feel it's and I feel darts is a bit like that. You know, we don't need it. Don't need it. Darts is, I think, one of the most viewed sports in this country. People don't realise that. It needs to get more respect. Number 6. I'm on rants today. I'm not stopping. I'm ranting. Love that. Crept in there. Santa. 7. He's dug that out right in the corner of the bed there. Oh my goodness. Lovely, love that as well. Oh, I'm doing all right today. Again, that's what I'm talking about. I want to crack on this month. I feel like I'm really getting consistent. Ooh. What else can I rant about? I mean, look, the state of this country, it's not good. The last week, some of the things that have been going on, absolutely heartbreaking and terrible. And just generally, I live near London. I'll tell you a little story. I went through Whitechapel about, it's hot, it was summer, but it wasn't this year. It's been last year. I came off the train, I was going to a Van Gogh museum exhibition thing. It's not something I normally do, to be honest, but why not, eh? And I walked through Whitechapel. I felt completely, utterly unsafe. I didn't hear anybody speak English. I went past a park with my kids, and there were just grown men in there drinking. And the whole experience was horrendous. And I try and avoid London as much as I can. I went there in the week up to Leicester Square. You can avoid all that. You can see the wonderful parts of London if you want to, the touristy parts. And then you see things on your TV screen about people with machetes running around town. It's happening every day in London. And it's going to come to a city near you if it isn't already. And we need to be putting in, what are we on here, 8? 9, 8. That's 8. For me, this nice nonsense that's been going on, never ever as a kid growing up in this country, ever thought, if I go out tonight with my mates down the park, I'm going to ever see or hear about a knife. And now it seems common practice to carry one. And because we're such a lovely, nice, cuddly country, good and nice to everybody who lives here, we seem to have this problem where if you in my world, in the world I would live in, that I would be Prime Minister of, if you get caught with a knife, if there is enough evidence for you to have a knife of any description on you, it's an automatic 5-year prison sentence. And it's not one of those 2.5-year ones. It's 5-year ones. Now, in my little world, we would have bigger prisons. Because one of the main reasons they don't do those is because they've got nowhere to put them. The new government have come in and said they're going to be releasing half of them early because they want to free up space. That bloke who escaped from prison, do you remember that bloke who escaped from prison early in the year on the run underneath some sort of van that came in for kitchen supplies, and he's got under it and escaped. I mean, it's because there's not enough people working there. They're understaffed. I mean, we're clearly the amount of. I mean, you know how much money you pay in tax. Where's it going? Because all the people at the top are getting very rich, you see. And I'm wondering where all the public service money is going, especially when all these politicians leave government and then all of a sudden they've been asked to do a little speech at a company. Funnily enough, that same company benefited massively from them being in power and passing laws that benefited them. That's where the corruption is, my friends. So we need to stop all that, get a bit of public money back and start spending it. And I want to see much harsher laws on several things. I want to see massive increases in sentences for violent crimes, knives especially, focus on that, and also any sex-related crimes. I mean, for me, some of the criminals of the child abuse cases that get such disturbing sentences, some of them are suspended, some of them don't even go to prison. If it was down to me, there would be much harsher on those. And if it was really down to me, you might not like this, but executions for the worst sex crimes. But people aren't scared. People aren't concerned about those sort of things, so they're more than willing to take their chances. Anyway, look, that's too much ranting for one day. I'm going to leave you here. I hope I haven't ruined anyone's day. But I can't throw now. Ooh, almost. Right, almost there. Let's get this double 11 and let you get out of there. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. I will get this 11. I always say 11's my favourite double. But I don't know. Every time I say that, I never hit it. Too many rants. I can't. If I rant, maybe I can't throw as well. Sorry. Right, I'll throw 3 more, and then I'll let you get out of here. It's too hot. Humid. I'll get this video straight out today. It's Thursday, the 1st of August. And he's hit it. Right, let's go ball for the one ball shot. No, it's terrible. Right, another day, another dart. We've hit some good arrows this month. We've entered a new one. Week 17 of training. Thank you for being here. Keep training yourself. Let me know how you're getting on.